In this video, we are going to learn how to solve these physics repeated questions under current electricity for the subtopic resistance. So we have 5 repeated questions to practice through in this video. Let's get started. The first question I have here says, a wire of length 15 meters made of a material of resistivity to be this value has a resistance of this. Determine the area of the wire. So basically, to solve this question, you need to apply this formula for resistance when resistivity is involved. So we have it to be R equals resistivity times length over A being the area. So let's input the values. Here's something as the resistance is 0.27 equals, now the resistivity is 1.8 times 10 to the power negative 6, okay, times the length is 15 over A. So when we cross multiply, we're going to have 0.27 A being the area equals 1.8 times 10 power negative 6 times 15. So let's punch this on the calculator. So we are going to divide basically both sides by 0.27 to get our A. So divide both sides by 0.27. So our A will be what? Let's punch in the calculator. We have 1.8 times. Now another way we can express 10 to the power negative 6 is 0.0000, okay, 01, alright, times 15. Okay, divide everything by 0.27. So we have the output to be this value. Now note that in the scientific calculator, when you punch this is equivalent to the output we are seeing on this jump calculator. It's equivalent to 1.0 times 10 to the power negative 4, okay, meter square. So the correct option in this question is what? Option D. Alright, so that's it for this question. Let's wipe this now and solve the next repeated question. So the next repeated question will be this question. It says the diagram above shows a metal bridge in which two of the arms contain resistance R and 2 ohms. A balance point is obtained at 60 cm from the left and calculate the value of R. So we have done metal bridge. We have solved problems on it previously. So the formula we are going to apply will be R1 over L1 equals R2 over L2. So we are basically looking for the R1, the one here. So it's unknown. Let's call it X over our L1 is 60. Okay, the first length, the one at the left. Then the second R is 2 over the second L is 40. So you cross multiply, going to have 40x equals 60 times 2 will give you 120. So divide both sides by 40. So we are going to have an output of 3 ohms, and that will be the answer to this question. Our R1 will be 3 ohms. The correct option is option D. Alright, so that's it for this question. Let's wipe this now and solve the next repeated question. Okay, so the next repeated question will be this question. It says a 12-volt battery of internal resistance 0.1 ohm is connected across a lamp of resistance R. If a current of 10 ampere flows through the circuit, the value of R is what? Okay, now basically when you are dealing with internal resistance and voltage, the voltage here is the EMF, alright, electromotive force. Okay, so we're going to have it to be E equals, this is the formula we're going to apply, current, alright, times the resistance plus internal resistance R. Okay, so in this question we have the E, the electromotive force. to be 12 volts because the current is what, 10 ampere. So in brackets, they are looking for the resistance unknown plus our internal resistance is 0.1. Okay, so let's break this down. This is 12 equals 10R plus. So when you punch this on the calculator, 10 times 0.1, we have it to be 1. Okay, so plus 1. Okay, so equal like terms, this 1 crossover and change to negative. So we're going to have 12 minus 1 equals 10 R. We have 11 equals 10 R, divide both side by 10. So our R will be 11 divide 10, basically it gives you 1.1 ohms. And that will be the answer to this question. Okay, so let's wipe this and solve the next repeated question. Alright, so the next repeated question we're going to solve with this question. It says, in a circuit diagram above, the ammeter reads a current of 3 ampere and radius is and resistance is 5 ohm and 6 ampere when R is 2 ohm. Okay, we have to determine the value of X. Alright, basically the X there is the internal resistance. Alright, so for this particular question, we are going to call, okay, the internal resistance is X. This is the formula we're going to apply to solve this kind of problem. It's going to be 3 ampere, okay, times, so let's put everything in brackets. We have 5x over 5 plus x, alright, equals, we have 6 ampere, okay, times 2x over 2 plus x. So this is the formula we're going to apply to solve this kind of question. Okay, so let's begin to break this down. We're going to have 15x over 5 plus x equals 12x over 2 plus x. Okay, so when you cross multiply, this is the same thing as 12x in bracket 5 plus x, alright, equals 15x in bracket 2 plus x. So let's keep simplifying. We're going to have, so 12 times 5, we're going to have 60x plus 12x squared equals 30x plus 15x squared. Okay, so when you go like that, I'm going to have this will come over to this side and this will go over to this side. So you're going to have 60 minus 30x, 30 crossing over to the negative, you're going to have 30x equals, now we have 15x squared minus 12x, we're going to have 3x squared. Okay, so at this juncture you are going to want to make x the subject formula. So this x itself, s cancel this x here, we are left with 1x. So we now have 30 equals 3x. So you can now divide both sides by 3. So our x will now be 30 divided by 3. S will now be what? 10 ohm. That will be the answer to this question. Okay, this is ohm. So the correct option is option B. It's as simple as this. So let's solve the last repeated question and before we call it a class. So before we solve the last question, if you are new to our channel, ensure that you subscribe to this channel for more of our videos. We really appreciate this. So let's wipe this. Okay, so the last question will be this question. It says from the diagram above, determine the value of the resistance X. Okay, so we're going to apply this formula for Ohm's law, which is V equals I R. Okay, so V being the voltage, we have it to be 12 volts equals the current is 12 ampere. Alright, so this current we times the resistance. So we have resistance in series and resistance in parallel. So let's get the resistance in series. The resistance in series is the values in the horizontal setting. So this is what we are looking at. We are looking at this place. So we have 2.0 plus 1.5. This will give us 3.5 ohms. So resistance in parallel will be 1 over, that's the resistors in particle setting. We have 1 over 3 plus 1 over x. Now let's get the LCM. LCM is 3x, 3 into 3x, we have x times 1, we have x plus x into 3x, we have 3 times 1 is 3. So this now equals 1 over r, equals multiply. When it equals multiply, you're going to have r in brackets x plus 3 equals 3x, divide both side by x plus 3, x plus 3. So the resistance in parallel is now this value. So let's bring it to this formula. So this is the current times, remember we're adding everything. So resistance in series, we got it to be 3.5 plus resistance in parallel, we have it to be 3x over x plus 3. So this will cancel this. We now have 6 equals 3.5 plus 3x over x plus 3. So this will cross over, change to negative. 6 minus 3.5 will give you 2.5. Alright, equals 3x over x plus 3. Remember, we're looking for the value of x. So you can now cross multiply. Let's wipe some part and complete this solution. Alright, so we're going to have 2.5 times x, we have 2.5 x plus 2.5 times 2, we have 7.5. Okay, equals 3x. Okay, now you collect like times, you're going to have 7.5 equals, this will cross over, this equality sign to this place, and print negative. We have 7.5 equals 3x minus 2.5x. Alright, so when you punch this on the calculator, you're going to have, we have 7.5 equals 0.5x. Okay, so to make x solid formula, divide both sides by 0.5. This will cancel itself. So let's punch this in the calculator and see what it's going to give us. So we have 7.5 divide 0.5. We have the output for 15. So the correct option in this question is option B, 15 ohms. That will be the value of x. Alright, the value of the resistance x, as simple as this. So guys, this is basically how you can do problems involving resistance for your physics. We practice with 5 50 questions for this topic, current electricity. Alright, so hope there's something interesting from the video. Let's call it a video, guys. If you are new to our channel once more, ensure that you have subscribed to this channel by hitting the subscribe button for more of our videos. Also like, share and comment on this video. Tell me how you feel for what I learned from this video. If you seem to have any specific questions to ask regarding what I've talked about in this video, feel free leave your question in the comment section below and I'll be sure to give you a response. Also ensure that you are part of our channel membership by clicking on the join button to become part of it. In our channel membership, we share special information to the community that helps them to simplify their academic work. So join us now and you'll be glad you did. Alright, click on the screen above and I see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.